Subway secrets unveiled. I used to think the subway was a place where people kept to themselves, but that changed when I met the old woman who sat across from me day after day. At first, her story seemed like the rambling tales of someone who had seen too many years of too little kindness. She spoke of forgotten worlds and ancient rites, her eyes flickering with an unsettling intensity that made me feel like she was looking right through me. One evening, as the train clattered through the darkened tunnels, she leaned in close, whispering a name that sent a shiver down my spine. I brushed it off until I noticed something strange the next morning, a name etched faintly on my forearm, the very name she had whispered. I tried to wash it off, thinking it was some kind of joke or coincidence. But the more I scrubbed, the deeper it seemed to set into my skin, as if it was becoming part of me. I started to see her more frequently, always with that same cryptic smile, always hinting that she knew something about me that I didn't. Her stories grew darker, more vivid, filled with details of sacrifices and lost souls, as if she was weaving a spell with her words. Friends began to notice my obsession, but dismissing their concerns was easy. The truth was too bizarre to share. It wasn't long before my dreams were haunted by the same name, echoing in a voice that wasn't my own. Desperate for answers, I researched obsessively, finding ancient texts and forgotten lore that spoke of names as keys to hidden realms. The woman's tale started to make a terrifying kind of sense. I realized I was being drawn into something far older and more sinister than I could have imagined. Each night, new marks appeared on my skin, forming a pattern I recognized from a story she once told about a gateway to the other side. Panic set in as I realized this was no mere coincidence. I was being prepared for something, marked as a doorway myself. The climax came on a night when the subway was eerily empty, the lights flickering above with an unnatural rhythm. The woman approached, her eyes glowing with an unholy light, her hand reaching out to touch the mark on my arm. The moment her fingers brushed my skin, I understood the horrifying truth. The name was not just a mark, but a summons. My vision blurred and the world shifted, revealing a landscape of shadows and whispers, a place where I was no longer myself. I had become a vessel, a bridge between worlds, forever haunted by the stories of the old woman who was never truly human.